Hey everybody, this is Puma Pilot, and if you have seen my latest montage, my first one actually, you will know that there is fusion rifles in that. This is because I enjoy fusion rifles. I don't want to be one of those guys just shotguns all the time. So in the background, you're seeing me test the new Trials fusion rifle, and what I have to say about it is it can be good. It can be good. If you have the right perks on it, which is the same perks for every single role. I tested out a few different builds in the video. But if you have the right perks on it, it can be very deadly. The only problem with it is that it is very inconsistent. It's very inconsistent at times. At the end here, I will have a little bit of gameplay that shows you some inconsistencies. You can see some in the actual test that's playing right now. I just switched some of the perks around. Just switched some of the perks so you can see what perks work, what perks don't, and basically just trying out what seems to be the best, build that you can use on the Stellar Vestige, which is the name of the fusion rifle, by the way. And right here you see it can definitely be very inconsistent. I have some gameplay of a 1v1 kind of thing where we did this fusion rifle versus the Saladin's Vigil, and the Saladin's Vigil absolutely pooped on this one. He's got a pretty god roll, but it wasn't even leveled up, so just a base Saladin's Vigil did quite well against this fusion rifle. I don't have a Saladin's Vigil yet, which makes me sad. My friend has like 20 of them. In the video, there is a comparison between the Stellar Vestige and the Vacancy. I did most of the same tests as I did on the Stellar Vestige with the Vacancy, and it performed quite well. They're pretty equal. They're pretty equal fusion rifles. There's nothing that I can really say that makes one of them stand out more than the other. I mean, the Stellar Vestige has a little bit of a faster charge rate, a little less impact, basically the exact same range, and then the stability and the reload are, the reload's the same, the stability is a little different, but the roll that I had on the Vacancy was the vendor roll. For those of you that got it, that was rangefinder, hot swap, and something else I don't remember. But with the Vacancy, I did most of the same tests that I did with the Stellar Vestige, and neither one of them really stood out. They seemed pretty equal to me. The Stellar Vestige definitely looks better, especially the scope too. The scope definitely looks better. So if you didn't get the Vacancy in year 2, I would definitely recommend the Stellar Vestige. You can get it from gold tier bounty packages and 7 wins on a Trials card, or you can get an adept version from the Flawless chest, I think. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if only primaries come adept, because I've only been Flawless once. But that's besides the point. The point is, this fusion rifle is mid-tier. There's nothing super special about it. Saladin's Vigil is very powerful. It has incredibly high impact and a low charge rate. But if you know how to pre-charge, if you can jump around charges already charging, then it can be pretty deadly in the right hands. Those of you that watched the montage, if you did, and you're watching this, well, you saw some clips with the Vacancy and some clips with the sniper. You saw 0 shotgun usage in that montage, and that's because I don't like using shotguns. I will if I have to, but I don't really enjoy using them just because they feel scummy. I mean, it's the meta right now, and I don't really want to go with the meta. My attempt to break the meta is fusion rifles. They're really fun, but sometimes inconsistent, which kind of sucks. But you do what you can, and it has its advantages, it has its disadvantages. This is true for almost all weapons, except for, you know, the Matador 64, because that's literally a sniper. And, that's really all I have to say specifically about the Stellar Vestige or the Vacancy. So if you would like, you can stay for the rest of the video, or I can put an annotation where it will bring you to the vacancy part if you want to see some vacancy tests to show the Stellar Vestige versus Vacancy. Right now there should be a screenshot where it shows the Stellar Vestige versus Vacancy stats. You're not missing any tests, by the way. My friend was coming back. Anyways, huge shout out to RPG Jack 9 who helped me test this for a good 30 minutes. It was really kind of him to help me out with that. Now I have to help him grind for the Thorn. Yay. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I will leave you with some music in the background so you can watch the rest of the tests if you would like to. It's kind of a long video. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure I'm thorough. You don't have to watch the rest of the video. In summary, the Vacancy versus the Stellar Vestige are pretty average. The Stellar Vestige is a pretty average fusion rifle, if I do say so. It's kind of inconsistent, a little more than the Vacancy is, so I would take the Vacancy over this one if you want consistency, but I would take this one over the Vacancy if you were looking for more close range, because this one has a faster charge rate, and the same bolts to kill, I think. I'm pretty sure it's the same bolts to kill. The Stellar Vestige right here, you see, it can be very inconsistent. I just shot 3 rounds at a range that has killed him before. But there are also times where it hits from insane ranges. Of course, he is standing still. It is an easy target, so, you know, in combat it's going to act differently than that. So you can't really take this as the be-all and end-all. Anyways, if you would like to see the rest of the video, you're welcome to. There will be some music. And goodbye.